Esmond here with HitThePick.com, and I have been tasked with the PAC-2 conference. Yes, this is the conference that used to be the Pac-12 that has been completely destroyed, and will play a very strange schedule this year. You've got Oregon State and Washington State are the two left standing. Neither one was ever really a consistent competitor at the top of the pyramid there in the what was the Pac-10, Pac-12, and now the Pac-2. They didn't find a seat somewhere else. Big 12, SEC, some of the other places that Pac-10, Pac-12 teams have gone. And so they're sort of left holding the odious bag of excrement that is the Pac-2. So they will play each other twice. And what to know about both teams is they're both rebuilding. They got completely picked over in the portal. A lot of players left, a lot of changeover on the staff as well. Head coach Jonathan Smith went to Michigan State from Corvallis, from Oregon State. They, had a decent year last year. Now, their schedule gets a little easier this year because, well, they're not playing a lot of teams that were quality because they're gone. So let's take a look at the schedule for the Beavs. And they'll have a decent running game. They do have some of that coming back. But as far as a lot of return on the team, not a lot. A lot of uncertainty going in. So they get Cal on August 30th. Cal probably better than this Oregon State team. Then they get Fresno State. Those are both at home. Fresno State probably better than this Oregon State team. Then they go to Texas Tech. They'll lose there. Then they go to Oregon. Rivalry game, supposedly, but they're not on the same planet as Oregon. They get Houston at Oregon State. That's likely a loss. App State. They are at App State. That's a hell of a long way to travel. That's probably a loss. Wake Forest, maybe they get a win at home at Wake Forest. Then they get some cupcakes in Lafayette. Probably a win over the Lafayettes. And then Washington State at Oregon State. Washington State also rebuilding. I'm going to give the edge to Oregon State at home. Sam Houston will be pretty good. They're pretty consistently climbing up. So I don't give them a lot of hope against Sam Houston. Then they're at Tulsa, and then they finish out the season at Washington State. You're looking at a 3 or 4, 5-win season here, in my opinion, for the Beavs. And then we look at Wazoo, who also got gutted. Washington State, huge changes. New coaching staff, transfers leaving both offense and defense. They had a losing season last year. The offense is going to have a strong running game probably under head coach Jimmy Rogers. He tends to like to run the ball. And they're both from FCS powerhouse South Dakota State. Now, so the offense is going to feature running. And then at quarterback, John Mateer's probably going to be the starter. But they've got a decent transfer who came in. Zevi Eckhouse had a strong FCS season. And they've got some talent at receiver. Kyle Williams, Carlos Fernandez, Cooper Mathers, and the offensive line returned some players. It's on the defense where they really, really got gutted. They're going to be counting on a lot of transfers on the defense. So, new era, lots of transfers, taking a look at their schedule. So, let's see. They open with Idaho at Washington State. And that could go either way. San Diego State at Washington State. That could go either way. They play the Mean Green in Texas. I'm going to give the Mean Green the nod there. Then they play their traditional rival Washington, which is stupid because that should always be the last game of the year. That was where the Apple Cup was. But now that Washington's not in the Pac-12, Pac-10, Pac-2 anymore, that game's been moved to earlier in the season. At Colorado State, probably a loss. At Ole Miss, they're going to get blown out. At Virginia, they'll get killed. Toledo at Washington could go either way. At Oregon State, I'll give Oregon State the nod at home. La Tech probably beats them. James Madison at James Madison, a hell of a long trip to go. They probably lose there as well. And Oregon State at Washington State, they probably get the win at home. This Wazoo State team is not going to cover themselves in glory this year. A lot like Oregon State, I see 3, 4, maybe 5 wins on the schedule and a lot of lopsided losses. All right, that's your Pac-2 preview. I'm Loud Esmond for HitThePick.com.